What's up, everybody? Tyler Brown here with FutureDDS.
Terrell Friday here with FutureDDS.
And today we're going to let you all know why we chose dentistry.
Let's go. Go grab some lunch real quick, go hit up Chipotle. Gotta go run up on a Chipotle. It's like a must out here. All right, y'all, so got the Chipotle. On moves to go meet up with this man, Tyler. Anyone who's new to the channel, basically the channel is set up to help pre-dents get into school as well as show our experience through dental school. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put up new videos, as well as go over to Instagram and follow us at _FutureDDS.
All right, so I'm sure that for you all, when you all tell people that you're interested in dentistry, a lot of people ask you, why do you want to become a dentist? And people ask us that all the time. I never grew up thinking that I was going to become a dentist. I don't have any dentists in my family or anything like that. I was never afraid of the dentist, but I just never really thought about it. I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field some way because I just really wanted to have an impact on people and just help. Really just to help people. And I felt like impacting somebody's health was one of a very, very efficient way to do that. So I went to an the SMDEP program first, and they had like a medical track and a dental track. And so, I'm sitting in these classes, getting these different experiences, and, I really, really started to sway towards the dental side. And so then after I did that, I went in and shadowed a dentist and really just saw how he was able to impact all these people's lives that came into his office. He worked at this place called Bread for the City in Washington, D.C., Dr. Smiles. What's up? Really had a positive impact on me and really, really encouraged me or really, really showed me how much dentistry could affect people, and that's really, really what drove me to the career. But even then, after shadowing everything, of course I did even more research. I watched all the YouTube videos. I called a family friend who, I learned had just graduated from dental school. I talked to her. She really broke down how everything, just how the school experience was and everything like that. And from there, I said, I think this is something that I really want to do. I continued to shadow, and then therefore, that really, really was what solidified me. But I feel like dentistry is the main thing about dentistry. Of course, you have a great lifestyle. You're afforded a lot of opportunities. But I think that really being able to impact the community, and especially people of color. It's one thing to see people. To see somebody who looks like you doing something and inspiring other people. So that's another huge factor in why I wanted to become a dentist.
I always say, I always pose it as like dentistry kind of found me as I found dentistry in a way, because I was a psychology major in undergrad, so I wasn't necessarily always exposed to it, but just the people that you meet kind of steer your direction. And one of my friends that went to school along with me told me one day, meet this director, meet this advisor, you'll love her, blah blah blah, she's gonna put you on the right path. So throughout being a psychology major, not necessarily knowing exactly what I wanted to do with it, but knowing I could use psychology in so many different ways, just seeing how people think and kind of using that to help them in some type of way, or steer the direction of why they're doing the things that they do. End up doing dental related research, and that's kind of was my leg in the door. I had a few conversations with the advisor, Dr. Holloway. I did program, shout out to that. Definitely brought us. I know Tyler's been involved with that as well, so it's definitely been a opportunity to just get a lot of experiences, a lot of exposure, going to SNDA conferences, little things like that, where if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be in the position now. If I didn't have that positive exposure and those positive impactful people really being behind me before I even knew exactly what I was doing. So having that motivation behind me, knowing, of course, how Tyler said, I want to impact some people in certain ways. I have other medical kind of professionals in my family, but pharmacists. My cousin's a dentist, but I never really spoke with him like that, so I didn't really have that hands-on interaction. But I knew that, I saw the positive impact that it could have And just like me, even myself having braces and seeing like the impact it had, and my sisters having braces, stuff like that, you can see the impact and how it changes how people look at themselves. And that was kind of like why I decided to do it. And I found like that could be my lane on how I can impact people. And then using that to, you know, show people a different way of, you know, people that look like me don't usually take this route as, you know, to be a doctor or a dentist as much. So, you know, just being able to leverage that and again make an impact and change in those coming after me. So it's kind of why I chose dentistry.
So we actually got a DM the other day, and a young lady asked us, you know, hey, you all, you know, I'm not sure if I really want to become a dentist, you know, before I make this pursuit, like how can I make sure that I really want to become a dentist? Both of our best advice to her is to literally shadow, to just get that feel of the career, and just to be really, really honest with yourself.
Just get that exposure. And also, you got to understand, like, what is your why and why you want to do it, because honestly, your why and your will is what's going to carry you through. When times get hard, you know, you necessarily, you know, like, friends aren't necessarily going to know why you're spending so much time doing this, or, you know, your parents might not understand why you want to go back to school, or like little things where you think people would be necessarily supportive, like super supportive of you, and it's not even that they want to be unsupportive, they just don't necessarily understand it.
They
so
do not understand.
Yeah, and I mean,
and
not everybody will.
Yeah, it's genuinely not their fault, because granted, before we started the experience, we didn't understand.
Exactly.
Because people can tell you all they want to say, oh, no school's like this, no school's like that.
It's not that hard. It is hard.
Until you get in it, you really don't know what it is. So, I mean, that's the situation. That why it's going to be that thing that really carries you through. So always remember that. Have a strong why.
Have a strong why, have a strong will. Thank you guys for joining us. Me and Tyler and myself, we talked about kind of why we chose dentistry, or why dentistry is important to us. Definitely, last thing we want to instill again is what's your why and how's your will going to take you through it. So just attack those two things. Make sure you get a lot of exposure to make sure that this is for you. And I think that's going to be it, though. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, add a comment, you know, give us a feedback, tell us your why. Also, head over to Instagram, follow us _FutureDDS. If you have any more questions, more personal questions, you can send us a DM there, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. That's going to be it.
That's it, y'all.
All right, y'all.